I can't believe I just loaded up $10,000 into my account in the hope of chasing some of my favorite cards. I really want one of these Puncho Pikachus, and I'm sure many of you guys are a fan of that card. So let's just get right into it. Make sure to drop a like down below because this was very expensive to do. Let's see what we can get on our first pack. Ooh, we got a PSA 10 Mega Gardevoir EX from Steam Siege, which I believe is actually a set that gets a lot of hate, but we do have a lot of cool cards in there. I'm a big fan of the other Gardevoir. I'm sure you guys are familiar with that one. So that was not a bad first pull. We did get a Mega Gardevoir. That was sick. All right, let's see what we can get in our second pack. Oh my god. We just got the Charizard EX promo card. I actually can't believe this. Oh my god. This is such a nostalgic card for me. Like, I remember wanting this card as a kid whenever I'd see those generation boxes, and I really can't believe I just pulled this. I'm adding that straight to the vault. That is actually insane. I Oh my god, I can't believe it. This is such a sick card, and it's a PSA 10 too. These are very hard to grade. Let's see if we can actually get the other two, because there is a Blastoise and a Venusaur as well. That would be absolutely insane. All right, let's see. I'm expecting my luck to cool down, honestly, but, you know, you never know. Ooh, it's a PSA 10 Wooper! Who doesn't love Wooper? And this is a reverse holo. Oh, yeah, because that's a stamp right there. I forgot that the reverse holos back in the day used to look like this. Really cool card. I'm actually adding that straight to the vault. That is such a nice card. Let's open some of these $500 packs. I'm actually not too sure what is inside and what you can actually get. But let's take a look. Oh, we actually got a V-Union piece, and this was the one I believe on the top right corner. Oh yeah, because it has the health bar. Pretty cool card, and it does have a bunch of Pikachus, and there's actually 4 different variations of this card. If you guys were collecting during the last anniversary, because right now we're in the 30th. The next one is the 35th, and the previous one was the 25th anniversary. Let me know if you guys are a fan of the 30th anniversary, because I do think there's a lot of cool cards in that inside of that set that I'm excited for, especially the Pikachus. So let's see what we can get inside of this pack right here. Oh, we got a Bulbasaur holo. So this one is a PSA 9. Pretty cool card, and it's a reverse holo. Oh yeah, I mean, it's on the slab. At first I didn't see like the stamp, but I'm assuming it was different for this set. So pretty cool card right there. Let's go back to these $500 packs. Because honestly, at this point, I'm just using, I'm just going to use everything because I got that Charizard. And it's not one of the Poncho Pikachus, but it's still a great card. Right here, we just got the Gyarados Reverse Holo. Pretty sick card. I've always been a fan of these, I forgot what they're called. Like these like foil cards. I know there was like some other ones that they ended up making. And the Gyarados one is definitely one of my favorites. So honestly, I'm gonna open one of these really expensive packs. It costs $2,500 to open this one. And this is actually, I believe, my first time opening a diamond pack. So let's see what we can get inside. The pack art is pretty sick, and it does feel, that I can get something crazy in here. So let's see what we can get. Ooh, we got a Pikachu holo, and this is the one, I believe it's those like Pokemon Center stamps that you can get like in the Japanese Pokemon Centers. Pretty cool card. We did end up losing out on some money on this card, but still a cool card. Uh, we ended up getting that Charizard, so I'm gonna just cope with that. Let's open another one of these right here. Give it a little spin. All right. Ooh, it's a Japanese Gengar VMAX. This is the one from like that class deck. I'm not sure if I believe the Gengar Altar is in this like little pack because it was a promo in Japanese, I believe. Um, which is a pretty cool. It's unfortunately not the Altar, but it's still a Gengar. All right, let's see what we can get inside of this one. A War Turtle from 151. Oh wow, that's a sick card. I am a big fan of the Squirtle. I do like the Squirtle artwork a little bit more, but this one is still a pretty cool artwork. I believe I own this card in Japanese. Let me know if you guys have any like 151 cards and if you have a favorite one, because I'm a big fan of the Squirtle. Anytime I go to a card show, that's one of the first cards I end up getting. If I can get it in good condition. Let's see what we can get inside of this pack right here. It's a Blood Moon Ursaluna. Very playable card in the Pokemon TCG. And this is actually the ult art. Pretty cool. Alright, so it seems like our luck has run out, but you just never know with some of these packs. Let's go in back again. Oh, it's a Jirachi! This is the one from the last anniversary set, I believe, too, because I remember actually owning this card in English from those boxes. I've always been a fan of, like, the Japanese holo. You can kind of see it on the photo there. Really cool card. I'm adding that one straight to the vault. Let's see what else. Let's open some of these $250 packs. Kind of curious to see what's inside of, this pack right here. I was kind of struggling to open it right there. Oh, we got a Crustle. This is the one from Paradox Rift. I think it's Paradox Rift. Because I know that they made a Crustle card inside of the black and white set. So this is just the one from Paradox Rift, I believe. Not too bad. I mean, it is an illustration rare. Those are pretty difficult to grade and honestly really hard to find as well, like in a gradable condition. We got a Zacian V from Crown Zenith. I've always been a fan of this card, and honestly feels like it's underrated. Definitely one of my favorite cards in Crown Zenith. Zacian in general is an underrated Pokemon, mainly because it came out in Sword and Shield, and I feel like a lot of people hate on the newer stuff, but I'm a big fan of like the Zacian cards and the Zamazenta cards and like those Pokemon. I think they're pretty cool. Um, let's open one of these packs right here, $1,000 pack. Oh, we got a Misty Psyducks. This is the one from Destined Rivals. Pretty cool Psyduck card. I've always been a fan of this card. And I did end up buying this card, actually. I think I bought a raw copy. I don't think I bought a PSA 10 of this card. So I'm going to end up selling this one. But that is a card that I definitely want to get in a 10. Probably going to grade it myself eventually. I am also a big fan of the Psyduck card from... What's that set? Oh, Ascended Heroes. That Psyduck is sick. I think there is there another Psyduck card? I think I'm kind of confusing it with the Misty's Lapras. We just got an Unknown from Silver Tempest. But yeah, no, that Psyduck from Ascended Heroes is pretty cool. And actually, that would not be a bad card to pull. It is pretty expensive. I believe it's like an $80 card, if I'm not mistaken. Um, so I haven't found like the reason to buy it yet. I'm gonna wait until it's a little cheaper, buy a bunch of copies. So we just got the RCSV from Star Birth, and I believe it's Brilliant Stars where this came out in English. I do own that card. Was a very good card back in the day during Sword and Shield when it comes to the TCG space. All right, let's get into this next pack. Another Zacian V. Okay, so we just are collecting all the Zacians. This is the one from Astral Radiance, and it does have Hop there, which I believe I don't really remember too well from the Sword and Shield games, but I believe he's like your rival. I think he's also related to Leon, if I'm not mistaken. You guys can let me know. All right, let's see what we can get in this next pack. Mega Venusaur from Mega Evolution. This is the one with the connecting art piece where you have the Bulbasaur and the Ivysaur. This is in Japanese. It's a beautiful artwork. Big fan of the artwork on this card, and just I'm a big fan of the artworks that are like all connecting. And Pokemon has done a good job of releasing many cards like that nowadays. Vileplume PSA 8. This is actually I had to like read the name. I wasn't too sure what it was at first. It's a Vileplume first edition PSA 8 from Jungle. Really cool card. I honestly feel like some of these like PSA slabs are a bit undervalued, especially like these like older cards like the PSA 8s and 9s of these holographic cards, because they always come like scratched up nowadays if you find them out in the wild. So we just got a PSA 8 of that card. Not too bad. So we still have $3,800. I think I'm going to open one of these diamond packs. We did open one earlier, and I don't remember pulling anything too crazy, so maybe our luck does get better. We just got a Gengar Mimikyu. This is not the one from Team Up, but this is the one from Tag Bolt because it's in Japanese. So this is a pretty cool artwork. They haven't really made too many, like, I think in Mega Evolution, the Mega Evolution series, I don't think they've made rainbow cards. I think that was like in Sword and Shield and in Sun and Moon. So hopefully they bring those back. Because I believe, yeah, I think they replaced them with the gold cards, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, wow. We just got a Jolteon first edition. And this one is an Italian. I believe it's an Italian, as you guys can see on the very top. Pretty cool card. It's in first edition. It's not it's not holographic, but the artwork of this card, Jolteon for sure is my favorite out of the 3 original evolutions, but I'd say my favorite evolution is definitely Umbreon. Big fan of Umbreon. Let me know if you guys have any, a favorite evolution, because I believe, I feel like everyone has at least one that is like their favorite. Oh, we just got a Haunter PSA 10 from Generations. Generations, I don't think I remember this card, but I did open a lot of Generations back in the day, especially with me and my younger brother. Definitely a fun set to open, and the hit rates on those packs were actually not too bad. So let's see what we can get in this next pack. A Mega Starmie EX, and this is the one in Japanese. So this Mega Starmie is a pretty playable card, kind of, not really, but I do think that the artwork on that card is pretty cool. And I've been saying pretty cool like throughout this whole video, but let's be honest, some of these Pokemon cards, like, come on, like, you cannot hate on the artwork. Oh, wow, we just got a Mega Charizard YEX. But this is just a PSA 8. It's still an expensive card, but I don't think I've even pulled a gold card before, like, out of a pack. And it's pretty crazy to see that I just pulled it here, like, on video. That is insane. So, it's not a PSA 10, but it's still a PSA 8. And that lets us spin it again. Let's see if we can get a PSA 10 of that card. That'd be pretty cool. Because I was talking about the gold cards. So right here we do have a Dark Magneton Holo first edition from Rocket. Again, this is like another example of a card that I just feel like is so undervalued. With these PSA 9 Holos from back in the day. Let's see if we can end off with a bang. We just got one of those Pikachus from, I believe they're from like the Pokemon Center, like in Japan. I'm not too familiar with those cards. I just know that there's just so many Pikachus, like especially of that style. Superior Holo from Black and White. That is, I'm sure this is a very low pop card and there's not that many in existence. That is a beautiful card. I've always been a fan of the Black and White Holos, and I'm glad that they brought them back. In like the last set, from Scarlet and Violet. This is such a nice artwork. Big fan of Superior. I'm actually currently playing Black and White, and that was actually, I did actually select Snivy, so that's pretty cool that I just got a Superior card. We just got a Marowak PSA 10 first edition. Wow, that is such a cool artwork. The way he's just throwing his bone. That is from Jungle as well. Gonna have to sell it because I do want to see, what other cards I can get out of these packs. But that is a card I wouldn't have mind keeping around for sure. So we just got a Lieutenant Surge Electabuzz Holo PSA 9. Not too bad. Looks like we're gonna have to go down to the $250 packs, or the $250 packs. My bad, I was not speaking English there. A Hypno first edition Holo. Okay, this is gonna be the last pack of the video and no more after this. Oh, we just got a Mega Charizard EX from Evolutions. We really had to just end it off on a Charizard, huh? Wow, this was just filled with Charizards. Like, we ended up getting the one from Generations from that box. We did end up getting the Mega Charizard EX from Evolutions. And we did get the one from Ascended Heroes, I believe. But this, I can't believe we got this. This is such a cool artwork. Can't believe it. Make sure to drop a like down below, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next video.